This week is getting better, with more great Blender add-ons for animation, modeling, building environments, in addition to other things. Also updates to very important add-ons, which brings more value. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. We're gonna start with Rig Align. This add-on is really popular right now, because it is a huge help for anyone working with grid characters and outfits. So what does it do exactly? It automatically aligns a clothing rig to your character's rig, making the process of attaching clothes or armor way more faster and reducing clipping issues out of the box. So essentially you select your character's armature and the clothing armature, hit a button, and Rig Align or smartly reposition the bones so the outfit fits the character. And the developers claim it can save over 70% of the time you would normally spend fiddling around with bone alignment and weight paints. But here's the thing, it is not magic. You might still need a bit of tweaking for a perfect fit, but it provides tools to do that too, like the ability to manually pick certain bones to align if needed. There's also a neat transparent overlay mode that helps you inspect the mesh to catch any remaining clipping. Another interesting thing is standardizes bone naming for engine exports, meaning it tries to match the Unity and Unreal naming conventions so that once your clothing is aligned, exporting to game engines is gonna be smoother. Now, have you ever wanted to magically take the color vibe from a certain render and apply it to another? Apparently this is exactly what this new add-on is trying to do. From what I can see, you feed it a target image or a batch of different images, and it automatically remaps their colors to match the style or palette of a reference image. It doesn't use AI. Instead, it relies on a custom color matching algorithm for precise, consistent results. This is great for giving your textures a unified look or applying a famous painting's color to your 3D art. In addition, it supports batch processing, so you can transfer a color style to multiple images in one go, making it a really interesting add-on that you can experiment with. Another new add-on is called Sky Plus, and as you can tell, it is all about crafting skies. So this add-on is a fully procedural sky generator for both Cycles and Eevee, and it doesn't just give you a sky, but you also have control over virtually every aspect of the sky, like the time of the day, atmosphere, clouds, stars, you name it. And it even comes with some interesting stuff, like volumetric auras, which you can use for animated northern lights, and you can do that in the 4 version. And the developer boasts about 60 FPS in Cycles for those auras. So as you can see, this add-on gives you different sky options, like a bright sunny noon or dramatic sunset, which you can tweak depending on what you want. Now, if hard surface modeling is your thing, then you gotta know about this add-on, called the Grid Modeler. This one isn't new, but it recently got a new update. It basically lets you draw shapes on a grid overlay in Blender, then instantly cut or create geometry from those shapes, kinda like doing CAD-style sketching directly on your model. And the latest update brought some sweet quality of life improvements. For example, now you can rotate the grid plane using the arrow keys for easier angled cuts, and you can select 2 existing edges on the model to define the grid plane, which helps a ton for precise alignment. The developer also improved how edges merge when using the Create Face tool, so filling in cut areas is smoother than before. This one is a modest update, but it makes an already awesome modeling tool even more flexible and more convenient for your work. With another update, we have iCity. iCity is all about generating cities procedurally. It uses Blender's geometry nodes under the hood to let you draw out a road network or even extrude roads from a simple city block layout. And then, it automatically populates those city blocks with buildings, parks, parking lots, and other urban elements. I mean from its city library. You can literally sketch a city plan and watch it fill in with skyscrapers, houses, and greenery in real time. And the latest update in version 1.5 made the add-on even more interesting, because now it has the ability to turn your roads into larger highways and add custom lane markings, so that your city can have multi-lane roads and more complex traffic setups, in addition to new tools for terrains, meaning you can have hills or uneven ground, and the city will adapt to it. The developers also overhauled the export system, and now Exports run in the background and support multiple tasks at once, so you can keep working in Blender while your city is exporting. And you can even auto-convert all the generated instances into real mesh objects before exporting for use in other engines. There is also a new Blender add-on called True Caustics, which was made specifically to provide realistic water caustics effects in your underwater scenes. The add-on gives you a set of 2K and 4K resolution caustic texture sequences that you can apply in Blender to simulate how light dances underwater. These caustics patterns were generated via ray tracing, so they look authentic and way more detailed than what you would get from basic procedural attempts. And they are all seamlessly looping, meaning you can tile them over large areas and run long animations without noticing any jumps. And using it is straightforward. In cycles, you can project the caustics by plugging in the image sequence into the light material, for example, on a spotlight or a sun lamp, and it will cast the rippling light patterns onto your scene, and it would give you that sunny pool floor effect instantly. There's also an easy workaround included, which uses a special mesh-based technique to fake caustics in Eevee's real-time rendering. Also, lately VDB asset libraries have become popular in Blender, I mean in the last couple of years, and this new add-on called VDB Animator comes packed with a library of pre-made volumetric assets, about 188 VDBs to be precise, covering everything from realistic cloud formations and fog banks to storms, smoke plumes, fires, explosions, and so on, even things like tornadoes and nebulas. And the add-on isn't just a content library though. It provides a procedural system to animate and combine these VDBs in creative ways, without having to do heavy simulations, which is the point in the first place. For example, you can take a cloud VDB and use the add-on's tools to have it slide along the shape of the mountain, or set up multiple VDBs swirling together with turbulence to create a rolling storm cloud, all the while seeing the changes in real time in the viewport. And you can chain effects too, because it allows you to link multiple VDBs, so you might control a whole bunch of VDB elements simultaneously. For example, imagine orchestrating thousands of little volumetric clouds or sparks with wind forces and having them all follow a path or form a pattern. There's even a feature to generate stars to go with nebula clouds for space scenes. Last but not least, I want to talk about Arborea, which is a nature kit for Blender. This add-on isn't new, but it is a library of over 600 premium nature assets, including trees, plants, rocks, etc., paired with interesting procedural scattering tools for building lush environments. You can scatter entire forests or gardens with just a few clicks, and there are features like altitude and slope control with animation and camera culling to make it both realistic and efficient. Anyways, the point is the recent update of Arborea in version 1.1. They added even more goodies, including 14 brand new cliff and rock assets to build different landscapes, in addition to support for image masking in the scatter system, which means you can use texture maps to control where things populate, in addition to a handy new swap asset feature to quickly replace scattered items, and a round of bug fixes and optimization options to keep things running smoothly. So if you're doing anything environment related, I think this add-on will help. And there you have it guys. If you are interested in these add-ons, you will find all the necessary links in the description. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel to receive weekly videos like this. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.